Hey everybody, how are you all doing? If you hear anything in the background, that's probably my dog. Um, we are doing some... Oh, I forgot to, It's what happens when you, set everything up in the span of like 2 minutes. We, today, are doing some Hildebrand. It has been a while since we last did one. I would say it's been a couple months at the very least. But with this being the last big patch until the next big expansion, that means that this is the last bit of Detective Hardiboiled's whole shindig. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm just hovering over stuff and windows are popping up. So we're here today to have it all go. To have it to play and see where the story goes. I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I was setting everything up like super quick because I was trying to get this done and get this all ready to go, and it was a lot to try and set up in a single go. But we are ready to go. Oh, we're not ready to go, actually. Scratch that. Why, Xbox, why do you have so many widgets open? Oh my god, there's like so many. It's crazy. Hey, there we go. Let me just put that there. Limsa Lominsa. Busy as always. Somebody's got their shield on over there. Alright, but our objective is in Solution 9. Alright. Also, if I sound a little bit off, I have a little bit of a stomach ache because I ate too much dinner. And my body's like, why did you eat that much mashed potatoes, dude? And my response is, because I'm part Irish and I love my mashed potatoes. Anyway, Detective Hardiboiled. Detecting a lead, Hardiboiled's pensive expression cuts a stark contrast to the frantic buzz of True View's neon-lit streets. I watched, one second, I'm sliding myself over. Just a little bit. I watched some, Blade Runner earlier today. It was pretty good. Quick, eager to get back to work, I see. I reconstructed the remaining files, but found no more records of monster-fied criminals. So I reckon we're clear on that front. What the last of the data did contain, though, was plans for repairing some kind of fancy schmancy duplication device. Said it was discovered aboard a flying vessel of unknown origin. Oh no! That's Hildebrand's UFO! Oh god, that's so bad. That's so bad. The description of which damn near perfectly matches the shiny disc our imbecile inspector crash landed over near Yawada. So now I'm wondering, what's the gadget on that ship that used to duplicate? We're piecing it together. We're like, oh god, duplicates people. Anything? Even people? Oh, that ain't good. See, the files mention 3 critical materials: electrope, ceruleum, and meteorites. Sound familiar? That's the same stuff our fugitives already nicked. They got what they needed to fix the device, and I'm sweating bullets imagining what they mean to do with it. Problem is, we've squeezed the salvage files dry of every last juicy lead. Can't even begin to guess where Keshkai and Carnelian might be holed up. I'm pretty sure Carnelian killed Keshkai, or one of them killed the other one. The big scientist dude got killed by the criminal. For all we know, they've already moved on to the next step of their diabolical scheme. It's time we pumped a new source of information, and I know just the nosy bugger that'll do. Let's play a visit to Mymond. I heard a theory that bug right here is the previous companion of Hardiboiled, because they talked about how Hardiboiled's partner got shot. Okay, they actually fit in pretty well. You may recall my mere presence seemed to anger the detective when last our paths crossed. So we've taken to disguising ourselves as ordinary citizens. I mean, you did okay, Hildebrand. Nashu nailed it. Our independent investigation otherwise continues unabated. Nashu has, in fact, identified a new potential avenue of inquiry. I've noticed that there's an oglop that never strays far from Detective Hardiboiled's side, and I suspect this persistent insect is more than it appears. I share your suspicions. We could be dealing with another creature possessed of a transferred criminal soul. Mayhap it has been sent to spy on the detective. But it doesn't feel like spying, more like watching over him. Whatever the oglop's intentions, we must continue to surveil this ever-present surveillier. It may prove critical to cracking the case. Okay, I need to clear out some notifications real quick. Okay, they are cleared. Where are we going? We are going up and over. Wish we could use mounts in here. It would make it all so much easier. Now, I am a little curious as to how they're going to end this. Oh my god, the lines don't match. Oh, okay, none of them do. That makes me feel a little bit better. Because in my experience, they tend to end these expansions off on a trial of some sort. But they could also not. There's the little oglop right there. Back again, what can I do for you this time? Got an odd question for you. Device that can duplicate anything, eh? In the wrong hands, that could lead to all kinds of mischief. Haven't heard a peep about alien gadgets, but there was something else that might interest you. Rumor has it some half-baked dead bloke dressed like a lab worker was rescued out in Heritage Found. You reckon that could be our villain? Could be. You'd have to talk to Cersine, the hunter who found the poor bugger. Apparently he brought him back to his home in the outskirts. In this half-dead lab rat is who we think it is, then I wonder if Carnelian must have... Huh. Thank you for the tip. Well, partner, looks like we're headed to the outskirts. Let's find this Cersine fella. And we shall follow wheresoever this oglop leads us. I really like Nashu's outfit. Oh my god. The stalker is still here. Wait a minute, the FC buffs aren't on. We only have... Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna use it. I will have to refill those later. Now I can use a mount. I watched the keynote that was going on during FanFest, and I am so excited to have access to chocobos and dungeons, because that sounds like a lot of fun. It's gonna make a lot of things easier. Oh, I'm so freaking dumb. The door's right here. Of course, I'd be happy to share the tale. I was culling monsters on the fringes of Everkeep when an air wheeler wobbling through the skies caught my attention. So erratic was its flight path that I half suspected it to crash into the ground, which it did not far from where I was standing. I ran over to see a man crawl free from the wreckage and collapse, his mask and gloves marking him as a lab technician of some kind. Though the air wheeler hadn't exploded or burst into flames, he looked terribly burned. I was able to rush him home and administer some treatment before he succumbed to his injuries, but the potent medicines have put him in a deep slumber, so I'm afraid he's in no state to answer questions. As for his name, I found an identification card tucked into one of his pockets. Assuming it belonged to him, the man is Keshkai, a researcher from a local facility. Well, that's our guy. That figures, and those burns, knowing Carnelian's preference for fire magics, I'd wager a dozen hard-boiled eggs that he's to blame. A mook dubbed the Crime King is not the type to play loyal henchman for long. Probably turned on his boss and took over the whole operation. We'll have to wait until Keshkai wakes up to get the whole story, but in the meantime, I'd rather be doing something useful. So we head outside and consider our options. We appreciate you sharing, Cersine. Keshkai is a criminal involved in a case we're investigating, so we'll be imposing on your hospitality again soon. You know, a good question to ask would be like, where were you and which direction was he coming from? Because that could at least give us a vague direction of where to look. Criminal, you say? Well, he won't be committing any crimes in his condition. I'll be sure to get word to you once he's fit enough for you to interrogate. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your cooperation. We'll give you some donuts or hard-boiled eggs or whatever. There he is. I was wondering where he'd be. And if he's here, where's the, Right there. Because that thing's there. Okay. The Dark Carnelian would have humored his boss for so long unless he had an endgame in mind. And considering his betrayal came just as they acquired everything needed to fix the duplication gadget. He was probably after the device all along. That's what I was thinking. But assuming we're right, what does he mean to use it for? Probably to duplicate himself. This dude's a crime lord, and he's like so up on his own hype that he's probably just gonna try and copy himself. It's not that crazy of an idea. Well, we can work on answering that question while Keshkai is still in Dreamland. There's an old pal of Carnelian who might have an insight or two. Was part of his gang back in the day, but insists she's on the straight and narrow. Now, working as a fortune teller out of a shop in Solution 9. Sorella, the girl at the front desk, handles all her appointments. I'm being stalked. Quickly, let's not lose sight of the Oglop. Hi, Warden. Back to solution 9 I go. Well, you're about to be. Oh, Warden, our FC buffs are like pretty low. Could you go restock them? We have like flea-footed or whatever the thing is. And I figure we have a lot more people active. You go to the Alliance, the free company place in Upper Lemsa, and you talk to the quartermaster on the left side of the room, and then you should be able to get the FC bus from there. And we tend to do the fleet-footed and the I think we're doing heat of battle or reduced rates too. And we're doing the ones that are like that has the two after it because they give better bonuses, and we definitely have the points for that. Oh my god, she's adorable. Look at her, she's barely awake. Also, I really love her outfit. I wonder what the outfit is. Oh, it's this place. Oh my god, I have 6 million credits to spend. Yeah, the FC has so many points, dude. It's because when we all started, everyone was doing quests and leveling and jobs and everything, so we were just racking up those points. Yeah, it's totaled from the FC, yeah. We're still using the points we got from the original like party. This establishment caters to lost souls seeking their true path. Due to high demand, however, I'm afraid we're completely booked for the coming months. We're not interested in your dubious divinations. You can't just call people's jobs dubious. But all fleet-footed, but not fleet-footed too. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We'll use them all eventually. You just tell old Cassia that Hardiboiled is here to see her. Very well, one moment, please. What else did we need? Either reduced rates 2 or heat of battle 2. I think reduced rates is more useful because, oh my god, that was not the face I was expecting. Is that the face from the bald guy? I would do reduced rates because of how much people teleport. So I think that one is more useful in the long run. But heat of battle is really good for people doing like fates and killing monsters in the overworld. So you can take your pick. I don't think it necessarily matters which. What do you want, hardhead? I've paid my debt to society. You're interfering with the legitimate business of an upstanding citizen. We can only have 15 actions. You can totally, if you go over to the bit where it shows what actions we have, I think you can right-click and discard actions. We have the points to spend it, so I don't think it matters. I thought I could just spam it. I've done it before, man. Don't worry. Pfft, says the woman who is the Cardinalian's most prized sorceress charlatan. I'll wager the only fortune to be found here is the one that you're making off of gullible marks. Don't you dare let me in with that double-crossing snake. It was his fault I went to prison. And I've been done with the underworld ever since. My establishment is entirely above board. All right. Don't get your robes in a twist. It's Carnelian I want to ask about anyhow. I'll spare you the whole messy story, so let's get down to the brass tacks. Imagine there's a gizmo that can replicate any person or object in the world. What do you reckon a no-good crook like Carnelian would do if he got his hands on something like that? What kind of addled brain... How should I know? The only thing Carnelian ever wanted was power. No matter how much he got, it was never enough. Seems his ancestor, the one they called the Lich, Created the ultimate spell, and it eats him up that he's never had the arcane strength to use it. An ancestral spell he hasn't got the juice for, huh? But how would a duplication gizmo help him with that? Not my area of expertise, though I suppose you could search the public database and read up on the Lich if you're so inclined. Fair enough, we'll try our luck with the terminals in the commerce sector. Much obliged. Just checking some notifications. Alright. And off we go to the commerce sector. Wait a minute, I got to... Oh my god, that's a lot farther than I was expecting it to be. Good thing there's a teleporter right here. That's kind of them to do. Oh, Honeybee Lovely's over here. Hello, my obedient little bees. It's me, Honeybee Lovely, with another edition of This'll Sting. Today I have something special planned for you at Mosaic. Oh, but isn't my dear friend? I'm currently doing a broadcast. Why don't you join me? Come, my dear, say hello to the unenchanted Grand Champion. If you'd like to see more of her, be sure to stay tuned. Okay, I love that they did that. That they had her doing a broadcast. That's really freaking cool. And she has like bodyguards and stuff because she's like a celebrity. That's cool. I like that. I was expecting to see her here. Honeybee Lovely's fight was one of my favorites. These terminals are connected to Alexandria's public database. You can use them to search all sorts of neat stuff. I'll see what I can dig up on this Lich character. Meanwhile, reckon you could look into what makes Klotz so special. Keshkai's other flunkies didn't get much choice in the matter, but when it came to Carnelian, he seems the Crime King specifically requested the Clot as a vessel for his soul. I figured he was keen on the powers of mimicry, but now I'm wondering if there's something more. Anyway, see what you can find. When chat modes say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to enter the term Klotz at the Commerce Sector data terminal. Say. Klotz. Terminal monitor displays an entry in the monsters known as Klotz. Klotz. These amorphous organisms inhabit dense jungle environments. Inhabits dense jungle environments and demonstrates an extraordinary capability for physical mimicry. When threatened, the Clot will either mirror the threat itself or adopt a more intimidating form. Clots can also fuse with others of their species. There are recorded cases of multiple Clots merging into a single gigantic entity possessed of immense magical power. Guys, someone needs to pick up the phone, because I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Dude's gonna clone himself. It's gonna do like 17,000 fusions. Well, it's no surprise from the bloodline that produced a maniac like Carnelian. Turns out this Lich guy is a real piece of work. The entry I read said he used sorcery to raise and bind the dead to his will, and created an unstoppable spell that would immediately snuff out the life of any target. Oh, and that he also used necromancy to turn himself into a living corpse. This allowed him to keep amassing dark powers over a period far beyond a normal person's lifespan, which was the thing that earned him the Lich moniker. Too many years of nefarious undeading, though, and the people came together to off him permanently. You know, Norishu, my assistant, was killed by a spell I'd never seen before, and I reckon Carnelian took a page from his ancestor's book of necromancy to animate the poor bastards at Connie Loca Corpus. That's Narishu, or whatever the name was. I can't exactly remember. How'd your research go, by the way? Learn anything useful? Bro's gonna multiply himself and then fuse. So multiple clots can merge together to make one humongous blob that wields all their magical power combined. That explains everything. Carnelian means to create a bunch of Crime King copies and fuse into one big murderous book. Well, you and me are gonna wreck those plans and avenge Norishu's death. Oh my god, it's not... It's Noarshu. Oh my god. I love this questline. We have the Hard-Boiled Detective and Noarshu for, like, LA Noir. Oh my god. Do you want to loop Hildebrand in on this? Yeah, I've seen him hanging around like a bad smell, but when it comes to exacting vengeance, that well-meaning dope will only get in my way. And besides, Carnelian is more dangerous than he's ever been. I won't give him the chance to hurt anyone else. Why are you so bullheaded about me being pals with the inspector anyway? I think he'd appreciate the honesty. You share the same soul. You're saying like we're like two of a kind? Yeah, I don't see it. Still, there's been something weirdly familiar about that guy. Yeah, what have you got? Alright, be there soon. That was Cersine telling us to come over. Keshkai's woken up. I've been thinking, what if the Oglop we've been seeing is actually Noarshu? When the detective was talking about his assistant, I swear that insect had the saddest look on its little face. Come now, Nashu, you've heard as well as I did that she perished by Cornelian's hand. But what if instead of dying, her soul was shunted into an Oglop body in the same way the fugitives were stuffed into fiendish forms? Sounds possible. Ads have started. I'm gonna try and finish this dialogue and then I'll take a break. Nashu does have an uncanny sense for such things. Mayhap we should not dismiss the idea out of hand. Were we to explore the possibility, we might begin by chatting with the researcher zombie whom my gentle dead man acquaintance befriended. Pray continue your investigation alongside Detective Hardiboiled, and we shall contact you the moment we have learned aught of substance. Alright, ads are underway. I'm going to go on BRB while ads are going, and maybe for a little bit longer, because I'm going to take a trip to the bathroom. I will be right back. All right, I return. Sorry that it took me a little bit. The bathroom's out in the hall, and yeah. Also, sorry if the audio sounds like there's some background, like, buzz or static or something. My computer fan's going right now, so my mic's probably picking it up. And not much I can do about that. All right. There we go. Okay. You're late, Chief. Get lost on the way or what? This case is promising an explosive end, and I'd hate for you to miss it. Hardboiled's eyes are alight with anticipation, nose full of the scent of his quarry. Right, let's head inside and hear what Keshkai has to say for himself. Well, Mastermind, what happened to you? My duplication device was restored. I had all that I required to build my genius army. But mere moments before I began to replicate my brilliance, self en masse, the despicable cur burned the hand that freed him. Seared as I was by Carnelian sorcery, it was by a miracle that I managed to escape at all. But of my ambitions, naught survives but smoke and ashes. I want you to make him pay. You'll find the device in a hidden lab on the lowest level of Caniloca Corpus. If Carnelian's aim is mass self-replication, then that is where he must be. I will take him to the alien tech. It will take time for the alien technology to do its work. Trying to tame a vicious breed like the Crime King was a gamble, and you lost. But lucky for you, I was planning to bring him down anyway. Looks like I called how things played out, more or less. Didn't twig that Carnelian would be holed up in a lab right beneath our noses, though. Sorry, this sod. Hand this sorry sod over to the authorities as soon as he's able to walk. Might put up a fight, but I doubt he'll be much of a challenge for a strapping hunter like yourself. He's welcome to try. Don't worry, I'll be sure to see him into custody. I don't know what happened when I took that break, but I cannot read anymore. We know where Carnelian is now, and I'm ready to charge in guns blazing, but first I want to pay my respects to Norishu's grave. While burying the dead isn't a custom in Alexandria, Norishu and I were never comfortable with the whole regulator deal. I'd be damned if I was gonna forget, and putting her to rest was my way of honoring her memory. Night Stallion's been in the shop, so I'll head over and pick him up. Go ahead to the name slates, and I'll meet you there. Oh, he is mad. Wait, no, not. No, I don't want the regular Choco. Give me. Yay, got the alpaca. Alright. Now we're going this way. The perks you get. No, I am a bit curious. Because this looks like Alexandria, like the actual place, but the castle is beneath Solution 9. So it makes me curious. Like, what's that castle then? Is it just another castle? This is our third music change. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's going on with Evercold. Oh, that's an instance. For real fist, I gotta grab this real quick. Tucked away in a remote corner of Usalani, this small cemetery is a relic of earlier times. Now that the wearing of regulators has become commonplace, the culture of digging graves has largely been forgotten, and tombstones carved with the names of the deceased considered an odd and antiquated custom. Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Let's do it. Surprise, it's me again. Got a letter for you here from the detective. Oh, he's going on his own! Right, that's my business done. Time to go and pry into somebody else's. Sorry for the change of plans. I'm just gonna... sorry for the change of plans, Quake, but I need to handle Carnelian alone. You've helped me out time and again, and I ain't letting you risk your life for my personal vendetta. Put the Crime King in the ground where he belongs. Just sit tight and wait for the good news. I'm getting thumbnails right now. Quake, hey, Quake! We've learned the most astonishing fact. The new researcher recruit of our gentle dead friend here spoke of the lady he had seen on the lowest levels of Kaneloka Corpus, a lady who could very well be Norishu, or Noarshu. She lies unmoving within a capsule of some kind, looking as if she but dreams in peaceful slumber. Then we made at once for Circene's house to demand the truth from Keshkai. The villain soon folded beneath my expert interrogation and admitted to transferring Noarshu's soul from her captive vessel into an Oglop shell. Where is Detective Hardiboiled, by the way? I want so badly to let him know his assistant is alive and well. Well, mostly. Guys, he went off on his own. Seeking vengeance on his own, you say? This calls for utmost haste. There he goes. Wait for me, Inspector! We should shamble along as well. Guys, I have a mount with 4 open slots on it. Meanwhile, in the hidden depths of Kaneloka Corpus, Oh my god, there's already a small army of this guy. Now that's a sickening sight. One blood-stained crime king was already too much. I don't recall sending you an invitation, Hardiboiled. But no matter, I am afforded the chance to test my newfound strength. Ah, freaking gross. Oof, the dames must have called you handsome once, but you might want to check the mirror. I can feel it surging through me. The nigh unlimited power. Behold a majestic form of the Lich. Let us begin with a demonstration of my ancestors' dominion over the undead. Great, this just keeps getting creepier. During this battle, you'll be fighting as Detective Hardiboiled and gain access to special dodge action. With the proper timing, you can use Molting Python to avoid taking damage, even if you are within the area of an enemy's attack. Oh. Certain enemy attacks will be preceded by a countdown icon. When this countdown progresses to the Molting Python icon, quickly use the Molting Python action. Oh, okay. What's this one do? Oh my god, Pulp Fission? Oh my god, I love this. Now you learn true horror. Damn servants, I bid you rise! Just let him stay dead, you cruel bastard. Alright, thick skin. You cannot even best these shambling puppets. This is getting old real fast. Unliving minions, tear that man apart. Yes. Yes. Let us remember to always comport ourselves with gentlemanly manner, everyone. What just happened? Forcing our zombie brethren to act against their will is simply unconscionable. While I do not condone violence, the situation appears beyond a peaceful resolution. Allow me to assist. A soft-boiled savior in hell. Thanks, pal. If you dare interfere, I'll kill you both. Hi, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry. I'm here to help you win the day. What a fool like you accomplish. Right, well, I'm counting on you, buddy. I hope they do more stuff like this in like the main stuff. Okay, Hildebrand, what are you even doing, man? What a robust fragrance. Oh my god, ow! How is he still standing? This shit hurts, man. Replenishes HP and reduces damage taken. Of course, Hildebrand is perfectly fine. Oh, that fucking hurt. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Please. No. No, that was a mistake. That was such a mistake. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, hearing just Hildebrand's noises in the background is so freaking funny. Oh my god, I am just not having a great time right now. Gotta wait. Gentle is as gentle does. Another hard-boiled egg. Oh, dude, this hurts so bad. Not as bad this time around. Oh, did I make it? Yes, I did. He's almost down. Another hard-boiled egg. If that's how it is, I will hold back nothing. So many murder machines all in a row. Detective, remember my electrifying handstand? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Oh. Look like this? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, Pulp Fiction, or Fission. Some of these speech bubbles go by way too fast. Curse you! Oh my god. Alright, and now it's your turn. And then your turn. And then your turn. And now your turn. And then I eat an egg. My entire stock of armaments destroyed. Who is that floppish imbecile? I will not allow him to ruin the moment of triumph. I'll feel that in the morning. Oh my god. Damn, he's getting fried. Oh, she's gonna be just fine. Yep. Inconceivable! No mortal can withstand such power! Violence is not the answer. He's one tough egg. I reckon we could use that, Ether. Right, give me all the juice you got. Of course, Detective. Our moment has come. Execute a limit break. The short goodbye. Oh my god. This one's for No Arshu. Hold your fire, Detective. Your assistant is alive. What did you say? I warned you about being soft hard-boiled. Will you never learn? I wanted to save such exquisite magecraft for more fitting victims. But now you clods will witness the ultimate spell firsthand. With unholy power drawn from the darkest abyss, I shall sever soul from corporeal anchor. Death! Oh my god. Inspector! The triple save. Yeah. I guess double. Yeah, I think it would be double, actually. Hildebrand! Oh, I've died. How unmandervillian of me. Blah, I've slain the dolt instead, though I am glad to be rid of that most bothersome gnat. Is that Hildebrand's ghost? Oh, such bittersweet sorrow. A soul should dissipate soon after leaving the flesh, but lo, our resilient zombie overlord endures in a spectral form. Hello? This battle isn't over! Even with your entire entourage of fools, you can't contest our power combined. Oh my god, is he gonna merge? Oh my god. What even? What's happening? Mr. Zombie Brand's spiritual essence has merged with Master Hardboiled's physical form. It's brilliant. It's blinding. It's a pure gold soul. Oh my god. This changes nothing. Hardiboiled, it cannot be. Hardiboiled's not here right now. You can call us Hardiboiled, and your goose is cooked. My dear fellow. This is fucking wild. Yeah. What? Is he gonna suplex him? Oh my god, he just liberates. No evil can stand against the giant golden Manderville man. Did he just break his fucking neck? Yes, you've learned the truth of it. Your precious Noarshu never really died. Keshkai needed a subject for his soul transfer experiments. The task of procuring the victim fell to me. Your name, Hardiboiled, was at the top of my hit list. I drew upon ancestral sorcery to cast you into that death-like sleep. For ease of delivery, you understand. But then your meddling assistant threw herself into the spell's path, and I was forced to settle for her instead. I had to dig up Noarshu's corpse following the burial, then proffer her to Keshkai in place of your sorry hide, so it was that her soul ended up in that intact vessel. You bastard! You did that knowing how much I hate Ogloffs. Now, let us remain civilized. The process isn't entirely reversible. Oh dear, my apologies. I feel as if I feel the draw of an irresistible force. Oh, that's right, Master Zombiebrand has died, and to his untethered soul comes the call. See you on the other side, my friends. Don't leave me behind, Inspector! If I throw his body at him... Look, his body's still breathing. We gotta drag that soft-boiled soul back. I smote that simpleton with enough ultimate death magic to kill him 10 times over. There is no coming back. Must I do the dance? Oh, he's just spinning now. Whoa, hey now, don't tell me you've gone and cracked. The sheer focus. Oh, I say! Thanks again for that stirring performance by my adventuring associate. Or thanks to that stirring performance by my adventuring associate. I, Hildebrand, Agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have returned to life and am back on the case. That fucking pace. Oh my... Oh my god. Toughest guy I ever saw. Now, what was that about fixing No Arshu? I can really get, you can really get her back to normal? Your assistant's recumbent form is being held within this very facility. We need but extract her soul from the Oglob and reunite her with her original body. I had Keshkai provide me with a step-by-step procedure for operating the transference apparatus. It should pose no great difficulty to restore Mistress No Arshu ourselves. The rest of us should wait at the entrance then. You know what? It stinks out. It stinks in here. Let's head outside. Detective Hardboiled? Hey, dollface, you're looking well. Hi, I'm No Arshu. Thank you so much for putting me back in my own body. The resemblance to Nashu is, as you say, uncanny. Right, like peas in a pod, I tell ya. Right, I've had my fill of musty old labs. It's time to blow this joint. Hey, who said you could ride the stallion? Surely once-fused fellows such as us are above cursory formalities such as asking for permission. Oh my god. Watch that lightning, the chassis can't take a direct hit. Oh. This is how he's gonna fly into the next expansion. Wow. Wait for me, Inspector! Gosh, that looked dangerous. He'll be fine. It's Night Stallion I'm worried about. I just had it repaired. How did I lose to such idiots? Am I dreaming? Surely this is a nightmare. I'll deliver Mr. Lots of Clots here to the Tin Men. You can head back with Noarshu in my place to Solution 9. And I shall re-enter the facility to recruit from the remaining zombies. I bid you gentle people a good day. Behind that rubbish receptacle is where I would hide and keep watch over the detective. It was surprisingly fun living as an Oglop, but boy am I oh my god. But boy am I glad to be back in my own body. That makes two of us. Couldn't imagine having one of those creepers as an assistant. I went and handed Carnelian over to the authorities. They'll restore him and all his monstrous pals back to their original selves, and then toss him in the slinger. In other words, that's all she wrote for the case of the fiendish fugitives. You're a handy gal to have around. As thanks for sticking with me through thick and thin, I made you a replica of Night Stallion. It doesn't have the same customizations, but it still runs plenty fast. Use this key when you're ready to ride. Yes, new mounts, let's go! I've a gift for you too, of sorts. I made a lot of friends while I was Oglopped, and one of the many little fellas has dreams of traveling with the world. Oh my god. It's a guy. This little guy. Take him along on your adventures. He'll be fantastic company. My own Oglop buddy! Look at you embracing danger. I told you those tiny devils are harbingers of death and disease. Oh, they're no such thing. Oglops are harmless, not to mention cute as a chitinous button. Right, well, it's your funeral. Keep it where you can see it, or stow it away in your pack. Speaking of companions, I wonder where that gentleman, Fop and Nashu disappeared to. Not that I'm worried or anything, but I owe them a tip of the hat at the very least. Anyhow, Noarshu and me are going to get back to running our detective agency here in Solution 9. Hopefully we'll cross paths again in some other case. Our time together in the great alleyway of life was brief but golden, like the richest, yellowest of yolk. See you around. That was good. With the complete of inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures, you can now exchange MGP for a new orchestration role by speaking with the Gold Saucer attendant in the Gold Saucer. I would assume that's where I would talk to the Gold Saucer attendant. His trail has evaporated like mist in neon haze. The city carried on, uncaring. I fell into a familiar humdrum rhythm, my world gone curiously quiet. There was a gnawing absence of irritating yet endearing whimsy, but that's life, ain't it? No such thing as a perfect egg. let me leave you with a few words of wisdom. If it ain't tough, it ain't boiled enough. But sometimes a man needs to be gentle. Who are you talking to, detective? Hildebrand will return? She gave him an egg. All right, that was great. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, I was expecting there to be a trial. I'm surprised that there wasn't. Ugh. Well, thank you everybody for joining me. I'm probably gonna end things here. I only really popped on here to do this, so no extra content. Let me see. Who is alive right now? Let me... Let's see, what are they doing? Here, let me switch so you guys got music. All right, we are going to raid Naughty Roomba. They are streaming some Final Fantasy. And it looks like they're doing the Arcadian raids. So let's wish them some luck. Alright, let me get all this set up. Oh my god, you can hear my fan. Sorry if the fan was annoying, by the way. If I can just copy this goddamn raid message, it would make my life so easy. Okay. Naughty Roomba. Alright. Start raid. Okay. As for future streams, I might stream this weekend and do some more retro rewind or some more Armored Core, but it honestly depends on how busy I am and how much energy I got. I'm not sure if I'll stream again prior to moving, because I might just hold off and wait until I got everything in the new place before I start streaming again. Want to make sure I'm all settled in. But other than that, I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the Hildebrand quests this time around. They were like so much fun, and it was great having that conflict between Hardiboiled and Hildebrand. The like detective that's seen a lot versus Hildebrand, who there really is no way to describe him. Dude is just who he is. But yeah, I'll see you guys around. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.